Hey YouTube, my name is Mandy. On here I am Army Wife Revised, and I'll explain why it says that. I am 37 years old. I'm married and I have one child. She's 6 months old. I currently live in Mississippi, but I'm from North Carolina. I married my husband almost 2 years ago, and he is in the Army, hence Army Wife Revised. I was working up in North Carolina for 15 years. I've been a hairdresser. Got pregnant, moved down to Mississippi last September because my husband got moved from D.C. back down to Mississippi. So that's why we're here. I'm currently a stay-at-home mom, which is a really good thing. I'll explain why again in a little bit. The reason why my name says Revised is because back in September of 2006, I did have the Lapbander surgery in North Carolina, and that started out pretty good, and then I had a tragedy in my life. My father suddenly got ill and died, and after that, I started having some complications. I started getting food stuck, had to have the liquid removed, started back all over, got food stuck again, got to where actually I couldn't even swallow, to where I was having to throw up saliva. So that's bad. In February of last year, I found out I was pregnant, which I wanted, and I had to have all the fluid removed, because when you're pregnant, you have to have the fluid removed. And of course, when that happens, you're a lot freer to eat more foods or drink more liquids and such. And I gained a good amount of weight, and I've lost probably 20 pounds of that. And in the picture on the YouTube, it's me and my husband. Right there, I was 212, and that was our engagement party. And I'm currently around 236. My highest was 258. So I'm not really that bad off from that picture, but I felt like I was a lot cuter then too. Since I've had the baby, I've had more complications. I've got to where even without any fluid in the band, I can't even eat salmon without throwing it up. So recently, I've been going to a bariatric doctor here in Mississippi, who is a private doctor, not a military doctor, because we're not close enough to an MTF, which is a military treatment facility. And he sent me for some x-rays and then for an EGD. It's either EGD or EDG, where basically they knock you out, they stick a scope down your throat, and they look in your stomach. Well, went and did that last week, woke up, coming to find out I have ulcers. Well, I've never had ulcers in my life, and a lot of that can happen when you have basically it's acid reflux, where you're eating food and then for some reason it's coming back up, or things get stuck and they have to try to come back up, and it's not a lot of fun. And I've started having a lot of back pain, and they said that can cause that. So now I'm on medication for the ulcers. Well, May 7th, I have an appointment with my bariatric doctor to find out, can I still have the revision where they're going to take the band out and do the sleeve. And I know that he told me previously that I would have to have the removal first and then wait up to 2 months before I can have the sleeve. But now, because I have the ulcers, they're telling me I have to come back in 2 more months to have another one of those tests done to see if the ulcers have gone away. So I really don't know what's going to happen with that. But I felt like I wanted to go ahead and do my first video so that I can start documenting my journey the second time around. I've already started documenting my food intake, trying to do more protein. I have a Fitbit, and my husband, since he is in the military, he's really fit and he runs every day. So we're actually getting a treadmill tomorrow in our house, since I do have to take care of the baby. And the reason why I am a stay-at-home mom is we had planned for me to be a stay-at-home mom even after, working for so many years in the hair industry. But I don't have any clients here. And come to find out, my daughter was early, and she was born with some kidney conditions, which would prevent her from being able to go to a daycare because she could get sick a lot more. And if she does get sick, she has to go in the hospital for 21 days. Anyway, so that's a good reason why we plan for me to be a stay-at-home mom. So I am looking to try to have the VSG revision done. I have no idea when they'll allow me to do it, if they'll allow me to do it now that I have these ulcers. Anybody have any input on that? I would greatly appreciate it. Some of the other reasons why I want to do this is because growing up, I've always been a bigger girl. I graduated high school, I was 215 pounds. I've also lived with polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I know a lot of ladies have, watching these videos. Luckily, when I tried to get pregnant, my primary care at home in North Carolina started me on metformin, and the second month we tried, I got pregnant. So that was really good, but I still have a lot of issues because of the polycystic ovarian syndrome. Also, recently in the past year, because of so much weight that I put on being pregnant and them taking the fluid out of the band, I have high blood pressure. I take five pills a day to try to control my blood pressure, and now I have these ulcers. So here you go. Also, another day I want to try to do a video about being pregnant with a lap band. That is no joke. It sucked. It really, really sucked. Because the bigger you get, wherever your port is, as your belly expands, it kind of pulls on the inside. And it really, really, really was not fun. Just to let you know. And I will not be doing this again unless it's a miracle. Anyway, if anybody has any input about the ulcer situation, I would like to hear other people's stories. I've only seen 2 people on YouTube who have gone through the military insurance TRICARE. One lady said she had to go through an MTF. Another lady, she never said. And then I personally have a friend whose sister did do it through TRICARE, but she got to do it through a private doctor. But it took her 6 months, and mine's probably going to take just as long just because of all this other crap now. Also, I'd like to say that there's been several people that I semi-stalk on here that have been really good inspirations, and I'm not really discriminatory towards people that just do the VSG because that's your path, but there's a lot of people who have done revisions that I enjoy watching too. One is the Unbanded Cutie, because we have similar stories. There's another girl named Slim and Jax who had Lapband and later on had it taken out and then turned into the sleeve. So any input on that? Nobody's ever said whether they've had one surgery, had to wait to have the band removed, had to wait, and then have the sleeve, or if they've done both at the same time. I'm pretty sure, Banded Cutie and Slim and Jax both did it separate, but nobody has ever said what's it like once you get the band out, the recovery time. Do you feel bad? How long does it take before you feel normal again? Because that's something that I really would like to know. And it's hard to find anybody that talks about that. There's also a few other people that I've been watching that have recently had surgeries. And when you get on here, your mind goes blank. So anyway, thanks for watching. A lot of people you are very inspirational to me, and hopefully one day I'll get to be inspirational to others. And I will see you guys later. Bye.